12.1 and 12.3 practice. So what you should be doing, looking at the problem, stare it down. Say, I got this. I can do this. And then attempt the problem. Pause the video. Attempt the problem by yourself. And then watch the video to check your work. Okay? The lines are tangent, so what's the value of x? Well, if they're tangent, by golly, these are 90 degrees. So I'm going to do 360 because it's a quadrilateral. Minus 90 minus 60 would give me 120 degrees. Look, pause, stop, try it by yourself. I have different colors here. It's nice because I can change the colors and I can get a whole bunch of different colors. Okay, one thing I know I'm going to have to do is figure out still this missing piece on the circle. And by this missing piece, I'm talking about this piece right here. But when I have angles, I should start with the angles first. So I have this angle right here. Now, sometimes it might help you actually draw the points. Because now the points will tell you what's the arc that subtends that's in between those 2 points. So it's always 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. My arc is 104 plus c. So I'll take 2 times 71, and then I would subtract 104 from it. And that would be my arc c. So 38 degrees is equal to c. So I'm going to write that right here because that's probably going to have to help me solve my other stuff. I have another angle here. See this angle? Now I'm doing orange. Again, it might help you look at the points. Here are my points that create that angle. Here's the arc. I'm going to write in this x. So again, it would be 2 times my angle is equal to x plus 38. So I'd do 2 times 68 and then subtract 38 from it. And I would get 98 is equal to x. So I'm going to write that in here. 98. And now my next color, let's do pink. I look at my whole circle here, this whole thing, and I think the measure of a whole circle, how many degrees are in a whole circle? Well, that's 360 by golly. And I have enough information to do 98 plus 104 plus 38 plus b is equal to 360. So I'm going to take 360 and subtract 104, subtract 38, subtract 98. And I would get that b is equal to 120. Now the only one I have left, wait, do I have anything left? I do. I have to figure out what a is equal to. Now they have b, so I'm going to write 120 here. I can figure out a. What color should I pick? Green, sure. Here's my angle A. So here are my points. So if you highlight the points, and it's the arc in between your points. The arc, kind of hard to see that, in between my points. So 120 is my B, plus 104 is equal to 2 times my angle. So I have to do 120 plus 104, and then divide that by 2, and we get A is equal to 112. So my answers here are C is equal to 38, B is equal to 120, A is equal to 112. Oh man, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Pause the video, try to do it by yourself, and I'm going to actually be talking it through more than writing down all my work because there's just not enough space here, I feel like, for me. So pause it. Hey, welcome back. I'm shrinking this thing now. Here, so I can have a little bit more work. So if I figure out what angle A is first, if this is my angle A, this line and this line, here are my points. 80 is the arc in between that. That means 2 times angle A is equal to 80. So I divide both sides by 2. Angle A is going to be equal to 40. 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. Arc CE, that's this arc right here. So here are the points that create CE. So this is the angle that I'm dealing with. So it's 2 times my angle is equal to my arc, CE. So that would be 50 is equal to my arc, CE. Angle C. If I look at angle C, that's this angle right here. In between this arc BD, same type of thing, angle C, or 2 times angle C is equal to 80, divide both sides by 2. Angle C is equal to 40. Now one thing, if you notice, both angle A and angle C are in between arc BD, and those angles are congruent. That wasn't a coincidence. Angle D. Here's my angle D. Here's my purple. Angle D. Here are my points. So the arc in between those points. 2 times angle D is equal to 80. Divide by 2. Angle D is equal to 40. And last, but certainly not least, let's try this color maybe. A, B, E. So sorry, A, go to B, go to E. Looking at this right here. So here are my points. So this is the arc in between it. Now I'm going to use the fact that I already found arc CE. This was 50. So 2 of my angle, ABE, is equal to my arc, which is 80 plus 50. So measure of angle ABE, 80 plus 150 is 130. 130 divided by 2 is 65. Pause the video, pause it, try it by yourself and check your work. One thing, this right here is the whole length, 6.5. Is this tangent? Well, let's check. Well, if it's tangent, that means I created 90 degrees here. That means a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So I have to type this into my handy-dandy calculator, which I have in my hand right now. 6 squared plus 2.5 squared, that would give me 42.25. By the way, this is me showing me my work. This is showing my work mathematically. 6.5 squared is 42.25. Well, by golly, since they are the same, then yes. I'll go, yes, woo! Find the perimeter. Well, I have to figure out what this little guy is. So in my calculator, this is what I'm going to be typing in. So I'm going to type this in the calculator. Hopefully you're listening to me, listening carefully. If this is 1.9, that means this is 1.9. So I'm going to do 3.4 subtract 1.9. I get this little guy is equal to 1.5. So if this is 1.5, this has to be 1.5. So I'm going to do 3.6 minus 1.5. And I get 2.1. So if this is 2.1, that means this is 2.1. So I'm going to do 3.7. 3.7 subtract 2.1. And I get that this is 1.6. So if that's 1.6, this is 1.6. So now, right now, as I'm talking, in my calculator, I am typing 3.7 plus 3.6 plus 3.4 plus 1.9 plus 1.6 and pushing enter because I have a graphing calculator. Also, you have to push your equal sign. And my perimeter will be 14.2 inches. Push pause, try to get this yourself. This is a complex one. Did you struggle? You might have struggled. One thing in this picture, it gave us this little guy. And also gave us 2 radiuses. So if these two are congruent, that means these 2 angles are congruent. Remember, that's an isosceles triangle theorem. So I'm going to use that information to figure out what this angle is first. So in this triangle right here, I'm going to do 180, subtract 56, because those 2 angles are equal to 56. And I get that that's 68. So this angle right here, this angle right here is equal to 68. Now the reason I needed to have that, should we change a little lightsaber action here? Is because since this is tangent and here is where X is in this triangle with my tangent line. Everyone see that triangle? Beautiful. That means that if it is tangent, that means this right here creates a 90-degree angle. So I needed to figure out what this was, so I can do 90 plus 68 plus X is equal to 180, because in a triangle, you have that all the angles equal 180. So X will be equal to 22 degrees. Try to do this one by yourself. This one's a very easy one. I expect you to be able to do this. Angle. Here's my points. Arc. 2 times angle is equal to 116. So 116 divided by 2 would give me 58 degrees. You should do this one by yourself. One thing I notice is that both of these two angles, if I look at this one, and if I look at this one, they both have the same endpoints, meaning that they both subtend the same arc. That means these two angles are congruent, so I only have to do this once, and only once. So 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. 2 times your angle is equal to your arc, so that would be equal to 36 degrees. And that's also equal to y, because they are at the same arc. Try to do this one by yourself. What? Circle. Circle equals 360 degrees. So if I know that this angle right here is equal to 115, there's actually two ways I'm going to do this. This angle is equal to 115, and this is also a straight line. So a straight line is equal to 180. So I could do 180 minus 15, and I would get 65. So angle E is equal to 65. Remember, we have that property. Even with a tangent to the circle, it's that same property. 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. So 2 times 65, which would be 130 degrees, is equal to my arc. So 65 and 130. Here's a doozy. Try it by yourself. So push pause, do all the work. I have something on my computer. And then come back to me. Push pause. So my equation, I have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember, this is like this. It's multiplying by itself. So once you see that, you have to know, hey, wait a second, I remember this from pre-algebra way back when, in my younger years. That means I have to do first, outside, inside, left. And when you do that, you subtract that x squared, and it makes your life so much easier. So now you just have 196 is equal to 20x, because 10x plus 10x is 20x, plus 100. So your next step is you're going to subtract the 100. So you have 96 is equal to 20x, divide by 20, and 96 divided by 20 is 4.8. So 4.8 is equal, that's an ugly 8. That's okay. X. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Tangent. 90. 90. The whole shebang. 360 minus everything else in there. So x is equal to 66 degrees. Trace it out and attempt the problem. Angle A. Here are my endpoints for angle A. That means here's the arc. So 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. So A is equal to 54 degrees. Angle B. Here are my endpoints for angle B. That means it's this arc. So 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. B is equal to 30. Now, when looking at this, I see a triangle right here. And that's what's going to help me figure out what angle C is, because this angle is also angle C, because they're vertical, guys. They're vertical. So A plus B plus C will equal 180 because all the angles in a triangle equal 180. So if you do 180, subtract 54, subtract 30, you get 96 degrees. It's equal to C. So here are your 3 answers. Attempt by yourself first, please, and thank you. One thing, if you see the diameter, it's only the diameter if it goes through the center of the circle. That means it cuts that circle in half. That's very important information when solving these things. 1, for angle C, here are my endpoints. In between my two endpoints is the circle. That means this is 180. So 2 times my angle equals 180. Divide by 2, C is equal to 90. Looking at angle B, here are my endpoints for B. That means this is my arc in between angle B. 2B, or not 2B. That is my question for today. Divide by 2. You get 45 plus 2, you get 47.5. And last but not least, here again is a semicircle, half of a circle. That means it's equal to 180. So A plus 95 is equal to 180. Subtract 95, A is equal to 85 degrees. Cha-cha, cha-cha. Charmin. Attempt this one by yourself to find the perimeter. 78 centimeters. Because all of these are congruent. Because they're all tangent. Find the missing value. Pause. Try it by yourself. 47 degrees. Pause. And check your work with my work. $90, ma'am. That's key. Check your work. Attempt the problem. Bing, bang, boom. Check it. If you didn't pause yet, you should probably pause and try to do the problem by yourself. First thing I'm going to do is look at my angle 100. Here are my endpoints of angle 100. So 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. So 200 is equal to 99 plus A minus 99. 101 is equal to A. Write that sucker in there. Now I'm going to look at my angle 96. So here are my endpoints for 96. So here's my arc in between there. So I'm going to write that this is X. So 2 times my angle is equal to my arc. So 2 times 96, subtract 99. Let me get that this is equal to 93. So to figure out what B is equal to, I'm going to do 360, subtract 93, subtract 101, subtract 99. Right now, I'm doing it right now. Can you hear the keys? Tip, tip, tapping. Shishy, shoving the grace. Shay, not shishy, shoving the grace. So now I have angle C. Here are my endpoints for angle C. Oh, that blue kind of meshes in with that blue. 2 of your angle is equal to my arc, which would be 168. Divide by 2, 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 8 is really funny using this pen. And last, but certainly not least, we have angle D. Here are my endpoints for angle D. Here's my arc in between there. So 2 of my angle is equal to my arc. So 2D would be equal to, that's 10, that's 100, that's 160, divided by 2. D is equal to 80. 80. This is the last one I'm going to be doing for you. You can definitely try to do the rest of them and check them with me tomorrow, but I do not have time to put them in this video because uploading this video will be pretty long. So you should try to pause the video and try to do this one by yourself. No, seriously, pause it. Seriously. My hypotenuse, whoa, forgot that was like that. Cha-cha. Whoa, 2, double time. Okay. Third, oh my gosh. Oh, 3 is the maximum. Weird. Feels funny. Okay, look at this, guys. Anyways, that's my hypotenuse. Okay, stop. 10 squared plus x squared is equal to x plus 7 squared. X plus 7 times x plus 7. So now I have, oh man, darn it, anyway, I can't move this. Oh yeah, I can. Move this up here. 10 squared, 100 plus x squared plus is equal to, first, outside, inside, last, my x squared minus that sucker, 100 is equal to 14x plus 49. Subtract 49 and get 51 is equal to 14x. 51 divided by 14 is equal to x is equal to 3.642857143. You could definitely have just rounded it to this right here. There you go. See ya tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow.